Oh, it's Dan coming from my discreet, secret, undisclosed location here. Ford Numerical Lion, that's the name of my YouTube channel, where I use this ancient code of numbers and letters called gematria to reveal the false reality in which we live in. And the false reality is perpetrated by our media, by our culture, by our government, everything. And I'll give you an example right here. Magnitude 5.1 earthquake strikes Iran near nuclear power plant. And this news comes today, 12/27, December 27th. A 5.1 magnitude earthquake struck southwestern Iran early Friday morning in a region which houses the country's first nuclear power plant. The quake occurred just after 5 a.m. local time, 44 kilometers or 27 miles southeast of the city of Borzan in Bushehr province, at a depth of 38.3 kilometers or 23.7 miles, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. The Bushehr nuclear plant is located on the Iranian coastline in the southwest of Borzan, not far from the epicenter of the earthquake. Opened in August of 2010, Bushehr is not only Iran's first nuclear plant, but the first civilian reactor in the Middle East. So far, there's been no official word on whether or not the plant was damaged by the earthquake. And there's a picture of where we are in the world. And there's a history of deadly quakes. Iran is no stranger to tectonic activity. The country sits on a major fault line between the Arabian and Eurasian plates and has experienced many earthquakes in the past. In November, at least 5 people were killed and 330 others injured, 330 or 33, right? After a 5.9 magnitude earthquake struck northwestern Iran. 5.9 or 59 in gematria. Kill is 59 in the Jewish cipher. A very relevant cipher outside of the 4 base ciphers. Jewish. Kill 59, right? Also 59, the 17th prime, and kill 17. Also like earthquake. Right? Earthquake 44 like kill. Earthquake 107, which is the 28th prime like kill. So let's get back to the story here because there's lots here. Last year, a quake that struck near the Iran-Iraq border in November killed at least 361 people. I always wonder why they're giving you this little history. And this 361, I'll show you why that's interesting. More than 400 people were killed and thousands injured when a powerful 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck near the Iran-Iraq border in November of 2017. Lots of things going on in November. I didn't decode that, but the last one is the deadliest quake this century occurred in 2003 when a magnitude 6.6 earthquake struck the southeastern city of Bam, killing some 26,000 people. 26, that number of God. Having trouble with the calculator here. Bam. Dead equals 20. So let's go to the decode here. Lots of things to look at. Another quake. So it happened on a day with 51 numerology, and it was a 5.1 earthquake. 12 plus 27 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 is 51. And it was a 5.1 quake. It happened on a day with 24 numerology. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 is 24. And Iran happens to be 24, or Iran. So the thing about 361 is the December 27th day the quake happened is the 361st day of the year. Isn't that interesting? And 361 is a reflection of 163. An earthquake equals 163 in reverse ordinal. Isn't that funny? Reverse, right? Reverse ordinal. And it's the reflection of 361. In the article, they mentioned this about 361 last year, a quake that struck near the Iran-Iraq border in November killed at least 361 people. And that's interesting because 361, you look up what's so significant about this number. Its square root is 19, right? And it's the first civilian reactor in the Middle East, equals 190 or 19. Also 19, a number of chaos, right? That's what they're trying to do here. The reactor, could have got hit. Could be chaos, right? So they're trying to ratchet up the fear and also the distrust of Iran that they're not capable of keeping their plants safe. Well, no one is with an earthquake. So anyway, 4 is a number that connects to death. It also connects with Iran. If you write out 4, this is a day that leaves 4 days left in the year. 361st day today. And 4 equals 24. Happened on a day with 4 numerology, with 4 days left in the year. Iran equals 24. So the quake occurred just after 5 a.m. local time, 44 kilometers southeast of the city of Borjan in Bushehr province. And 44, that number, it's 2 4s, right? Earthquake 44. And 27, that ritual number, it happened on the 27th, right? Ritual 27. Notice the 81 and the 45, because when you put in where it's near Bushehr is 81 and 45. So another ritual, always a ritual. So it happened near a nuclear plant, quote, probably saying that wrong, 137, familiar number for those that know this practice. It's the 33rd prime, always got to get their 33 in there. And it happens in this place, Borzajan 33. And it happened in Iran, 66, 33, and 33 is 66. And the strongest earthquake in Iran was a 6.6 in 2003. What a surprise. And it happened, in Iran, 6.6 earthquake. Their connection to 33. So I mentioned before about, remember there were 330 injured as well. Let's look at November, because they did mention November a couple times as a month of earthquakes. November 94, like dead 94, right? So maybe that's why they're saying November. What happens if you write out December? December's got that 44, like earthquake. December 27th. Write it out. Or if you write out the whole thing, 20. Oops. Should separate this so you can see what I'm doing. 27. December 27th. 93, like Saturn. Right? Like propaganda. So that does it for the decode. We can obviously assume that this is another earthquake. Possibly. Assume, possibly. I'm going back and forth with this, but is this a man-made earthquake? I don't know. They're saying 44, which is a military number, right? 44 kilometers southeast of the city. Um, it's really the only mention that they have of 44. And otherwise it's coded 33. So anyway, thanks for listening, watching this video. Please learn the code. See through the deception every day. Numbers and letters. Numbers are letters. Letters are numbers. Learn the code.